Well, here we are again. Welcome to Tarot to a T. Today we're going to do a mid-November reading for the sign of Aquarius. If this is your first time joining me, thank you. Good to see you here. Glad you found my channel. And if you are returning, big thank you for you being awesome and coming back. I appreciate your support. I couldn't do it without you. For real. So if you have been here before, we're going to do an open-ended inquiry and ask, what does Aquarius need to hear for the month of, well, mid-month of November 2022. Looks like we got something getting started. So looking promising. Okay. Actually, we have 3 come out in that, and I'll take that. Don't always take that many cards, but I can handle 3. Any more than that can be a little daunting, but anyway, cards of advice, please. Cards of advice for Aquarius. And one more. Yep. Okay, let's get into it. 7 of Spades. It looks like you found out something that was hidden from you previously, Aquarius. Yeah, the 7 of Spades talks about information being uncovered. And as a result, or as a part of it, it's also separation between people. So it's usually the kind of information... I mean, you don't want to hear it, obviously, but you have to hear it because the truth has to come out, right? But it also upsets the relationship of the balance as well. 4 of Diamonds. Well, this is actually a completely different note here. 4 of Diamonds talks about some kind of windfall. The important thing to note with the 4 of Diamonds, but besides you feeling very secure with your lifestyle, your home life, that kind of thing, a lot of stability, is that you need to be on guard for overspending. Being careful with taking financial risks. Just kind of overspending in general, though. Now, this is what I was really interested in. These 3 cards that came out together. We have the King of Clubs, the 5 of Diamonds, and the 2 of Diamonds. We have a strong emphasis on Pentacles here, aka also known as Diamonds in Cartomancy. It's the same thing, though, as Pentacles in traditional tarot. The 2 of Diamonds talks about things being very stable and hunky-dory financially in some kind of relationship. Balance and harmony with that. With the 5 of Diamonds, you're looking at some kind of change that occurred, though, financially. Not sure what that change would be, except you did have this 4 Diamonds out here. Indicates maybe there was some kind of inheritance, settlement. It could be all kinds of things under the sun, literally. But conjunction with the 2 of Diamonds, that probably set the balance and the stability even firmer. Really helped that along. Interestingly, though, you have this King of Clubs, which could also be a fire sign, and we'll let you know. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. King of Clubs is about somebody who, and we're not reading genders, so don't look at this as male necessarily, but it could be. But it's somebody with some dominance, some power, some authority, or it could just be the energy of that. It remains to be seen, honestly, if that's going to be representing a person. But if somebody fits the bill of being a fire sign, perhaps that got some kind of windfall, denoted by the 5 of Diamonds with the change again, that has set some balance, perhaps in a relationship that you've had. But interestingly, with the 7 of Spades, you're still looking at something being uncovered and causing problems. I mean, I don't know if finances became between you and somebody else. I'm kind of reading that. Like this money is a good thing and a blessing on one hand. On the other hand, it kind of upset the balance, perhaps. Um, Maybe somebody was sitting on some money that you weren't aware of before. Anyway, we'll keep going. Jack of Hearts. Now, this could be a water sign, a younger water sign in particular. Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. But this could also be you. I tend to look at the Jack of Hearts as somebody who literally kind of has their heart open, and therefore there's a sense of vulnerability around them. But when I think of somebody having their heart open, it's almost like they're wishing, how do I phrase this? They're open because they're wishing to let something into their life, be it love or friendship or support, finding new friends or allies. It always denotes that you're open for a reason. At least in my mind, it may mean something different to you. So, if it fits your situation better, just to say, "Oh yes, I'm just feeling very open in general," that's fine. But I look at that as like there's some kind of vulnerability. Unfortunately, our openness does bring a dimension, I should say, of vulnerability, right? If somebody wants to do us harm, they can because we're being open. Unfortunately, especially if we're not watching out for it. Seven of Hearts. Now, again, you have some kind of disappointment and loss here with the Seven of Hearts. This is my card that talks about broken hearts, about people becoming unreliable. I think this cash. I'm hearing cash load. Despite, again, the positiveness of that, you have information being revealed that probably stirred up a relationship with somebody, and then you have the disappointment and the loss with that Seven of Hearts. What else can we talk about? The cards that just flipped out, by the way, are when I was shuffling, too many. There's too many again. What else can you tell me about Aquarius and their situation here? Two of Hearts. You're desiring closeness with somebody, or this is what the relationship was. Again, this is the heart of companionship, balance, harmony. But if you don't have that at the moment, it's the desire for it. So perhaps even though you had like this break with somebody, this upset, you're still desiring that relationship. That's what it means to me. You're still desiring that closeness there. The Six of Clubs, interesting. So this talks about personal growth. You're learning from this situation in leaps and bounds. Personal growth can be on any level. It can be emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, you name it. But it opens up, what it also does is it opens up new opportunities and options for you because the spiritual growth has taken place or is taking place. It's kind of like opening up your mind to other dimensions, literally, because now that you've had that experience, you know what I'm saying? You can now take in these new opportunities. They're available to you. Okay. What else can you tell me about Aquarius and their situation here? Mid-November. Interesting. We have another 6. More opportunities and options becoming available to you. But this also talks about destiny. So whatever transpired here was part of your destiny. And how I read that is let's say you're on the right course of your life path. You're exactly where you need to be at this moment. What's transpired is for that personal growth. So you are on the right path. I don't know if that's a confirmation you needed to hear. Whoa, these came out together. Queen of Clubs. Again, we have fire energy represented with the Queen of Clubs. And the Ten of Diamonds. Yes, Ten of Diamonds. You have a very strong indication of prosperity and tremendous success here with the Ten of Diamonds. It's also about wrapping up some kind of major cycle with the Ten of Diamonds. Perhaps tied up to this fire sign. So earlier we had the King of Clubs come out with the Five of Diamonds and the Two of Diamonds. Now we have the Queen of Clubs with the Ten of Diamonds. I'm not seeing those as people. I'm seeing those as energies. Aquarius, you could have fire in your chart. Also interesting to note, Aquarius, you're opposite Leo on the zodiac wheel. You could be. I have a very strong feeling you're involved with the fire sign. I'm just not. But I'm not seeing these particularly, like. How do I explain this? The fire sign is around, but this isn't necessarily the fire sign here with the Queen or the King. It's just that you have a very strong fire influence, whether it's a person or yourself. So with the King, let me just back up here. I see this as more of the dominant control. It's like the opportunity and the change came in and you took, or somebody around you took the control to balance out this financial situation in the relationship where this Queen energy, she's just kind of sitting back and enjoying the prosperity with this Ten of Diamonds. You see my point? So in one aspect, there was like something to do. There was an action that needed to be taken, perhaps to meet it halfway. But the Queen still has the power and authority. She just doesn't need to exert any energy towards it. It's just there. That's really a very dynamic spread there. I'm trying to decide if that is your energy, and I tend to think it is. So you had, what I'm seeing, this is what I'm seeing. You had this nice financial situation work out for you. However, that happened, and what it is, it's worked out wonderfully. Obviously, prosperity, windfall, balance, change, all of that's there. But it was at the cost of a relationship. Yeah. It cost you this relationship for whatever reason, whatever was hidden. It's not being revealed to me what it was, but if it fits your situation, you know what it is. Yeah. Let's look at your cards of advice. More prosperity. Eight of Diamonds. This is actually entrepreneurial card. So perhaps you're thinking about, I don't know, using the money to invest in some kind of business you've always wanted to start or some kind of project. But this is about hard work paying off and return on investments. Like any time or energy that you put into something, or maybe you already have, it's paying off. It's a very good sign. But the Five of Spades, yes, this is the breakup card. So you had an unexpected change in your life, your living situation, your lifestyle. I think it has to do with this relationship and whatever was revealed. I don't know, maybe the newfound wealth just kind of put a wedge between you and this person. It was kind of the, what do they call it, the straw that broke the camel's back. That's what I'm hearing. Because this is definitely about change. And it could be unexpected. It could be, well, it probably was unexpected in some sense, and it was out of your control. That's the other thing about the Five of Spades. Didn't have much control over it. Nine of Diamonds. Nice. Again, a completion that talks about some prosperity, but this is talks more about being able to take financial responsibility. So whatever abundance you have in your lap, you're able to take this financial responsibility. You're taking care of debts. You're checking things. I hear checking things off the list that have needed attention, and that attention required resources such as finances. and it's come to a completion. So you're at this point where, yeah, now you, all those things that were on your list, I have my own lists like that, so I understand that. It's like, yeah, when I have this money, this is what I'm going to do with it. You know, always anticipating, and one day, you know, things are going to pay off. I think it's a healthy mindset, honestly. But you've reached that with the Nine of Diamonds. And look, diamonds are just everywhere. This is a new start. Doesn't mean you're starting necessarily like a new career. It's about kind of having a new life. That's the way I interpret it. The Ace of Diamonds does talk about wanting to increase your abundance, increase your income. But I think in this sense, it's just saying that, yeah, your life is, it's like starting over. Whatever point this is in your life, it's like a new beginning for sure. Especially with this relationship that obviously, we'll see if any more cards come out in advice about the relationship, but something fell apart here. And I don't think you're looking back. I really don't get the sense that you're looking back, because not many heavy cards came out besides the Seven of Spades and that Five of Spades about the breakup. But look, we also have another seven, and also I'll just mention that sevens are about internal experience. So you're experiencing a lot of internal, I'm gonna say drama, but it's kind of on that side because of the broken heart, finding out something that was probably shocking, disturbing, and then the Seven of Clubs. Honestly, this is about feeling trapped. So you're in a situation, relationship, whatnot, that you felt was going nowhere. Yeah, that's a confirmation of that. It's also a confirmation in your advice that you needed to break away from it, because it was a trap. It was confinement. You weren't going to grow being involved with whoever and whatever that was. The Jack of Diamonds, you, again, with these jacks, they can represent younger energy. This one would represent, let me slow down, represent an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. I actually kind of see this as you, again, being inexperienced and kind of starting over with your finances. It kind of speaks like the Ace of Diamonds, in that it's young energy, it's inexperienced energy, but it definitely talks about finances. And if this wealth, this abundance that you have is new to you, yes, you're going to feel like this Jack of Diamonds. Does that make sense? You're going to feel like somebody who's like starting over. I'm also hearing it's been a long time coming. It's a fresh new perspective, though. Jack of Diamonds is not something to fear in this reading, honestly. Eight of Hearts. Well, this is an encouragement to get out there and be social. This is a social butterfly card. This is about going out to parties, about spending time with family and friends. I'll tell you also, this is the promise, or not the promise, but the potential to meet someone special. And you may not realize they're going to play a major role in your life until later, but the potential there is to meet somebody significant. And unless you get out there and mingle, you might miss it. Okay? That's a very strong message. I just want to point that out. Again, we're looking at your advice. It's a very strong message to, yeah. Because it came out with that Seven of Clubs, which was I'm pretty sure was the old relationship, the feeling trapped. When you're involved with somebody, you can't necessarily go out and socialize, perhaps, freely, but also you wouldn't probably socialize the same way you would as a single person. I mean, that just makes a lot of sense, right? Because you would always feel obligated to bring that person with you, for example, or the kind of people that you would be able to socialize with. All of that. One more card for Aquarius before we wrap it up. 6 of Diamonds. Opportunities abound in your financial sector. You're just kind of rolling in it. You're rolling in it. If it is, you know, if it hasn't hit you yet, this is a lot of security and financial abundance and prosperity. I can't remember the last reading I had this prominent of a presence of it, but it's very strong. It's very strong. So this might not speak to all Aquarians watching my video, unfortunately. I hope it does, but I think there's a very particular group of people that are experiencing this. I mean, I honestly, I wish it for everyone, but nonetheless, if you're feeling left out, it's okay. It just means it's not your reading, you know, that kind of thing. Doesn't mean you're not going to experience abundance. I think I'm going to end it here, but if you'd like to check out the next reading that may talk more about your situation, you never know, because we did an open inquiry. Go ahead and hit subscribe and notifications, or save the video so you can find my channel again. Check it out. Next videos will probably be out late November, early December. Probably not going to have time for bonus readings. I try to do them when I can, and it's just not happening, especially with the holidays coming up. Good Lord. I don't know. I don't know. There's so many things on my plate right now. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and until I see you again, take care.